Hello, my name is Shakira Parker. I'm the founder of the African American Muslim Alliance of Tampa Bay. I hope that you enjoy our 2022 highlights. Well, let's talk a little bit about who is AAMA. Well, we're the central point of contact for the collective representation of African American Muslims in Tampa Bay. So, our NIA, which means our intention, is to create Islamically safe environments that welcome and enrich the social, physical, financial, and mental welfare for African American Muslims, thereby making us better equipped to practice our way of life individually, in our families, and to be an example to society that teaches others, Muslims and non Muslims, about Islam. So, we focus on three areas: education, socialization, and advocacy. We focus on advocacy for racial equity and Muslim spaces. Well, let's understand some of our highlights of 2022. So, we organized the first ever United Muslim delegation. This was a monumental task, and you'll see in future slides what that looked like. We donated over $1,000 to CARE. We taught over 100 Islamic studies classes. We interviewed over 22 high-profile Muslim American pioneers during Black History Month. We sponsored a team for a citywide basketball tournament. We were a guest panelist with CARE discussing race relations. We co-sponsored MDF's candidate forum and sat in on candidate interviews. We also sponsored iftar for a night at TMC. And we hosted the third annual Eid barbecue with a halal grill master. We continue to uphold relationships to advocate for racial equity. Over in 1 year, we had over 100 Islamic studies classes taught by Brother Shahid. We are so grateful for him doing that. He goes over Aqidah and Fiqh. We talked earlier about the United Muslim delegation. Here you can see some youthful children holding the banner, and we were also featured in the Tampa Bay Times. Students came out with signs that demonstrated that racial equity is a staple in the Islamic community. We also interviewed over 22 Black Muslim pioneers. You may see some familiar faces on our screen. We'd like to thank each one of them for giving us their accounts, their experiences, and insights to what it was and how they established Islam in the United States of America. Each one of these faces contributed to understanding the race relations and also the Islamic environment and education that was required to grow Islam in the United States. Without these invaluable lessons and their contributions, we might not have the color of Islam that we have right now and be able to practice Islam the way that we practice it. So we thank these pioneers and their advocacy. Here are some more of the interviews that we conducted. We also had the 2022 Eid barbecue. It was well attended of all ages and activities. Everyone had a wonderful time, from the piñatas to the three-legged races. You can also see the grill master grilling halal barbecue. It was a great day. This year, we also participated in a basketball tournament and entered our own AAMA basketball team. We're so proud of you guys, and thank you for your participation. During Ramadan, there is a weekly family meetup for iftar in which we go to different masjids collectively. This is a way that the Muslim community can intertwine their race relations, because sometimes the masjids aren't as diverse. And so it makes people who may be new to Islam comfortable if they're in a group setting with other familiar faces. So we've attended the Islamic Center of Tampa Bay. We've attended the Islamic Society of Tampa Bay. We've attended TMC, and we've also attended New Tampa. It is really a great time held by all. It is also a way for the youth to become acclimated, get from out in front of the TV, and get engaged in our community. Fostering Islam in fun and energetic ways is one of the ways we can keep our youth engaged. We participate in many community activities to foster relationships. As you can see, we went to an event that Masjid Nasser held. We also participated in the Islamic Charity Festival. We also participated in the 2022 Tampa Candidate Forum. We also participated in a showing of In Their Footsteps. It was a movie screening and panel. And then we also participated with MDF doing candidate interviews. And down below, you can see some of the women board members from 200 Muslim Women That Care holding the United Muslim Delegation shirts. It's been a busy year. Community partnership is extremely important to us. During the Islamic Charity Festival, there is a bike giveaway. There is also a time where elected officials come and speak to the people. And we also participated in St. Petersburg's iftar dinner. And as you can see some familiar faces on the screen. We also went to a fundraising and educational event put on by Yakin Institute. And so we were able to meet and talk and discuss. And I know that we've really used their materials when educating newer Muslims about Islam. And so we appreciate having been invited to that. This year, Aya had their 2022 gala. We were happy to participate and see some familiar faces. We also helped in the organization of this year's 2022 Candidate Forum with MDF. This allows for our voice to be represented when we're speaking to different candidates on different issues and making sure that they understand the complexities of our community. And understanding the complexities, we also connect with elected officials, and this creates opportunities to advocate. So on this screen, you can see Representative Diane Hart. You can also see the mayor. You can also see the former chief of police. You can see our school board members, and it really gives us, and also a Senator Janet Cruz, and it gives us a chance to be able to really talk about issues that are important to us in a more intimate setting. Education is one of the three staples of our organization. And so we were happy to present Improving Our Character with Brother Shahid Imam Inshura, moderated by myself. We've also been able to participate in Jumas in the Plant City area this year. Well, as we wrap up this presentation, we are very happy to announce that we have seen progress. It is happening with continued awareness and education on racial equity in Muslim spaces. We've seen Islamic schools, masjids, and organizations increase the pool in which they have speakers come from and add more diversity. This helps because it adds relatability to those African American Muslims that are in your spaces. And then it also teaches non-African American Muslims that education isn't only amongst Arab or Indo-Pak Muslims, and that they can also spread their awareness and take knowledge from those outside of their specific nationality. So there is more progress that needs to be made, but we are extremely grateful and sincerely thank you for making 2022 a year of growth. Well, if you want to support our efforts by donating to AAM Muslim, and you can volunteer, we wouldn't be able to do these wonderful activities without you. So thank you again. And we'll have a link to many of our pictures that we weren't able to post here, and you might see your face included in those. So until next time, thank you again.